All right, first card. We're going to do this Did They Do Me Dirty style. I've actually never seen the Sabrina's Gengar in person, and it's really cool. It's very ominous. I love it. I'm going to have to pick one up myself. So this one got a out of 5. And I'm looking at the front right now, and the front centering is there. I don't see, I mean, a little bit of a tilt cut. You can see it's thinner on the top than this right side, but then thinner on this right side than the left. But top to bottom, I like. But the issue is not the centering. The corners, there is some wear. You can see right here, bottom right. Definitely some white, and then there's some white on the top right. The left corners look pretty solid, but other than that, the edges look okay. And the surface looks okay. Usually you get some scratches on the kind of foil, but I don't see much. So let's go ahead and flip it over to the back. And as usual with these Did They Do Me Dirty segments, the problem's always on the back, and it is the case on this one as well. Okay, so you see a big indent right here, right in the middle of the Pokeball. And then you get a big mark right here. So it kind of loops down a little bit too, so right here. And those are pretty glaring, so I would... But let's go ahead and look at the centering. So the back centering is okay. It almost has that tilt cut as well. You can see thick here, thin there, thicker, thinner. In the back, you know, you got some edge wear right here and some edge wear up here. You can see some white showing, but that's not the issues, I don't think. A little bit of white showing on the bottom corners as well. The main thing is the surface flaws to the middle of the back of the card. That is what got you the 5. So I don't think they did you dirty. Honestly, if I were grading this and I saw those two with the wear and everything, I would give you a 5 as well. So keep it in the slab. If you're not a fan of this particular copy, then sell it and hopefully get a nicer copy that you like. Okay. Beautiful card, though. All right, next up we have a Pikachu. I've been wanting to get this out of the case and look at it so badly ever since I opened the package. Okay, so we have SIR out of Ascended Heroes. So the quality control of the Mega Evolution cards have been awesome, especially on the back of the card. So you have some centering issues, but there's no centering issues on this particular card. Top to bottom, I love, absolutely love. I mean, the slightest of tilt cuts, you can kind of see it's thicker here, and then it kind of tapers up, so it's a little thinner, and thicker here, and it tapers down right here. But that minor of one I don't think is going to hurt you. You can also see a little bit thinner here, but it's still within. So I think you would have to get a grader on a really bad day to knock you for that. And the back, I'm not worried about the back because, like I said, there's just no white showing when you get these out of the pack on the corners and everything. Sometimes you'll get a little ripples up on these corners, but I'm not seeing much. It looks great. No weird factory flaws to the surface, no indents. This is pack fresh. It's gorgeous. It's just that little minor tilt cut. You can see it a little thicker here and thinner, you know. But overall, even with that tilt, it's within the 55-45, so I'm going to go ahead and put you at a Gem 10. It's a nice copy, and you grade it no matter what. Even if you think you was going to get a 9, I think you still grade it. But I think you'll get a 10. I really do. So grade this card. All right, we have an Endrick. It's kind of cool. I haven't seen the new Beckett slabs in person yet, and I really like it, especially the back, the look of it. A little more protection against fraud, so I like that. I might go ahead and use Beckett sometime soon. But anyway, this one got an 8. I'm, I'm kind of surprised for an ultra modern card, really. It's kind of cool. I haven't seen the new Beckett slabs in person yet, and I really like it, especially the back, the look of it. A little more protection against fraud, so I like that. I might go ahead and use Beckett sometime soon. But anyway, this one got an 8. I'm kind of surprised for an ultra modern card, really. And they didn't grade the auto, which means they would give it lower than a 10. It does look like more like a 9. You got some kind of lighter streaking right here and here. And maybe a partial cutoff here. Other than that, the centering looks great. I don't see an issue. I'm looking here to here. Yeah, edges, they gave an 8.5. I don't see anything wrong with the edges, to be honest. I think the edges are more like a 9.5, a 9 or a 9.5. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the edges. And an ultra-modern card, you don't get much wrong with the edges. Corners at the front look good. I was looking at the front corners, look nice. But the back, yeah, definitely some touches. I mean, you got touch here. They're a little bit bigger than touches. The bottom two corners look pretty solid, though. But you Beckett grading, I feel like they would give those 9 corners or 8.5 corners, to be honest. I think they're a little harsh on the corners. I would put it at 8.5 for corners. And surface, I mean, it's a little trickier to see through the slab with Beckett, but I see some light ones right here. It doesn't look like it's on the slab. Some light surface scratches. I mean, I don't see any like refractor lines or anything like that. I see some minor scratching right through here, maybe. Very minor, though. The back surface, I see maybe a vertical print line through here, but I don't see any major indents or anything. Honestly, I just feel like it's the back corners. So I can't say for sure, but this looks like a 9 copy to me. I'm shocked that they gave this an 8. They didn't even give it an 8.5. So I would put this at a 9, and I would go ahead and crack it out because it looks bad in that Beckett 8. I think you would sell it more raw anyway. I would just keep this card raw and sell it raw if you're gonna, or just keep it in your PC raw. I don't think there's like an urgent grade because it's not going to get a PSA 10. So yeah, I think it's a 9. All right, we have the famous Magikarp card. I love it. This is the Japanese version. You have an illustration rare. So the front centering is damn near perfect. I would say 50-50. It's not the issue. And the front corners look great. I don't see anything wrong. And the surface, I don't see any scratches on that foil. It's beautiful. The front is a 10 copy for sure. Let's flip it over to the back. There's got to be something, right? Back centering's fine. It's not the issue. The back corners are actually solid too. I don't see any chipping or white showing. It's got to be maybe the surface. No, surface looks good too. Edges, I do see something. Yeah, it's right in the middle, right here. But that's not a big issue, and that might even be able to smooth out, you know? You see that? So if that's the issue, that's crazy. Let's see the edge on the... Oh, yeah, there's some little edge wear on this bottom, little ripply, but not a big deal. Nothing that can't be smoothed out a little bit. I'm going to send you a separate video of an example what I do to smooth it out just a little bit. Perfectly legal. It's not like a Kurt card care situation or anything like that. So, yeah. I honestly think you should crack this and then use my video expertise I'll send you eventually. But yeah, even as it sits, I would still put it at like an 8.5. I think that's the main issue they're seeing. That's crazy. This is an undergrade for sure. I think they did you dirty on this one. Okay. Yeah, I would put this at an 8.5 or a 9. All right, we have an Erling Haaland. Cool dude. Let's see what we got for a 9. I don't think you added a sticky note to this one, so maybe you just want my opinion, whether it could be maybe 10 worth cracking out. Centering's there. I don't see an issue. Looking here to here. I just don't see an issue. Corners are nice and sharp, but I see why they give you a 9. I already see it. This line, kind of whatever you want to call it, refractor line, is not supposed to be there. And it's pretty thick, so that's an automatic 1 grade demotion for sure. So that's why you got a 9. Do not crack this out. You will not get higher with PSA or actually any other grading company. All grading companies are pretty harsh on that line. So the back, I don't see any issues. It looks like a Gem 10 back, but it's the front. Yeah, not missing anything else. That's the only flaw. Without that, you would have got the 10. So, yeah, they didn't do you dirty on this one. Okay, this one has a sticky note. Worth a crack out. Does it look like a gem chance? So, centering is there. Look at that. This gap. Top to bottom looks okay. Here to here. And it's 1 out of 10. You know, I love the bookend. So beautiful card. I don't know who this is, but still don't, even after watching World Cup. Come on. Like I said, I've only watched the U.S. so far, really. I don't see any issues with the surface at all. These are on the case right here. And the edges look good and the corners look solid. Yeah, I don't see anything. You see smudges or anything? No refractor lines or anything like that. All right, let's flip to the back, see what we got. Let's wipe it down. We got some stuff on it. So my guess, you need to worry about this bottom left corner because it's a little darker, but it looks good. And okay, I kind of see why, but it's close. So it's this bottom right corner. That's the touch right there. See it? It's white. It's kind of hard to see against the gray, but there is wear there. And if PSA graders are looking closely under a loop, that's going to look much more like wear than we see it with our naked eye. You kind of see it lifts up a little bit. So, yeah, I'm not seeing much other than that. That's the only issue. It's definitely like, if you graded this with Beckett, it'd be a 9.5 or a 9.5 with SGC, but that one little flaw is enough sometimes with PSA to get you that 9. So it's kind of a risk cracking it out. Yeah, you very well could get a 10 on your next roll of the dice with PSA if you want to give it a shot, or it looked great in a Beckett 9.5. They would probably just give you a 9 on corners and everything else really high. But that's for that. I'm going to give it a 9.5 just because of that corner. So I'd say crack it out if you're going to grade it with another grading company. But if you're going to grade it with PSA, crack out, I would say no, don't do that. I would leave it as is. It's the 9. Yeah, okay. All right, I think that was it for the slab. So we got more raw cards to look at. We have a Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to have a bounce back year, I actually do. I mean, I don't think his team's going to go far, you know, but I think he's a decent investment right now if you buy low in the offseason. Certified usually has corner touches. That's usually the issue with certified, but I like the centering. Here to here looks good, and top to bottom, here to here. I think the centering's near perfect. Corners are actually there for certified. I see maybe a minor touch bottom left, but nothing big. Edges looks good. All right, let's flip to the back. Yeah, it's just one corner. One bummed quarter right there. So bottom right. So unfortunately, that's just a 9. I don't think I can smooth that one out because it does have wear showing. And then you have a surface dimple. So this card I wouldn't grade at all. So right here, I'm going to put you at an 8.5 just because of the combination of that. And I think PSA would give you an 8. Other grading companies, maybe 8.59. But top to corners look good. back centering's there. It's just that corner and that's a big one. It's not like a tiny one. I know it's in the back, but I'm going to put you at an 8.5 on this one in particular. Front surface looks okay. Okay. All right, we have a Michael Harris. Kind of a cool card, almost like a color match. Out of 99. Released like the platinum anniversary. Usually with these, the surface is the issue. The front surface. Two little marks right here. Hopefully come off. Do not. And then you have some kind of roller marks, factory roller marks through here, through his mouth and beard. See that? The auto, I feel like the auto, they would even grade a 9. Slips, smears just a little bit. Not smears, but just thin right here. The centering's there. Left to right looks great. Top to bottom is perfect. I like the centering a lot. And the corners are nice and sharp, and the edges are good. So it's just the surface so far. But it's nothing major. It just looks like a 9 so far. I don't like that. It's almost like an edge indent. See that right there? Again, I still think you're at an 8.5 or a 9. I don't like that. I just don't. Something about it. Actually, I think PSA will bring you to an 8. I think you keep this one raw. That's for the corner wear. I don't see many touches, very slight ones against the green, but your right side corners look okay, and your edges, other than that one, looks okay. And the surface is all right. Little blemish here. Yeah, I don't think it's a big issue, though. Yeah, I do think this one's a bigger issue. I'm going to put you at an 8.5, actually, on this card for me, and an 8 with PSA. Okay. All right, I have an older card. You know, this is my style of cards. Reggie Miller Hidden Gems. So PSA are tough on these cards these days, so... And I can already tell you probably shouldn't grade this one, but it's fun for me to look at least. Centering's there, here to here, here to here. Top to bottom, maybe a little bit thinner on the bottom. You're looking here to here, but that's not the issue. I'm already seeing edge nicks. See this left edge? Pretty significant white showing there. And then corners are okay, but I don't like this top right corner. It just doesn't look right to me. It's not too bad. It just looks like a little more wear. The other corners are okay, and the surface is there. I guess the centering is slightly off, left to right too. If you look at this circle, a little thin here compared to there. But let's look at the back. Yeah, the back also has some corner wear. See that? Some touches, 2 white touches on there. The front surfaces are okay, and this edge looks nice. The bottom right corner, where you normally would see some touches, looks okay too. See that? So it's really just that one. I don't see any surface issues. Edges look okay, and these 2 corners look good. It's just this edge and a little bit of centering. Overall, I think it's an 8.5 card. I think PSA will give it automatic 8, but I don't think you grade this one. Cool card, though. I don't think I missed anything. A little bit of a ripple indent right here. I think actually I'm bringing you an 8. No, that's not a big deal. That's kind of where I'd be at. Little surface scratches too. Okay. I honestly don't know this dude. I probably should, right? I've never heard him. I haven't been into baseball as much this year. It could have been because a lot of my players I watch, like Trevor Story and Aaron Judge, are injured. Frustrating for sure. But centering's there on this card. I don't see an issue. Maybe slightly thinner on the right side than the left, but not a big deal. Top to bottom's okay. Yeah. And the corners, I mean, it's white, so that's a good sign. You're not going to see as much wear. Just a little excess on that edge. You're good. So the corners look good, and the edges are there, and the centering's there, and the surface, I don't see any dimples or anything wrong. And the auto is a clear-cut 10, so nice and bold. On-card auto, I like that. Ooh, the back looks nice. This is your first 10 card? I think, did we have one? I think we had one at the start. Oh, yeah, the Pikachu for sure. So, top two corners, a slight touch on this top left. Top right looks okay. Bottom left, slightest of touches, and that one looks good. And no edge wear, and no surface indents or anything weird. Because of the coloring and how condition sensitive it would be to show some white, and it's such a minor showing of white, as a grader, I would give this a 10 still. Thought I saw some on the surface, but it's just the texture of the card. We're okay. Yeah, I think this one's a 10. You grade it if you want to. If, say, this guy's performing well this year, yeah, you grade it. Okay. All right, speaking of Aaron Judge, we got one. Out of 10. Ooh. I like the clocks and everything. I like this card a lot. Just got to get this dude healthy. Please come off. Please come off. You did. Yes, I was worried those were surface scratches. I want you to get a 10 on this card. Okay. All right, back on track. So let's look at centering. I like the center here to here. It looks solid. Here to here. It's 2 out of 10. I see the corners looking great. And the edges are looking great. The surface is where we're going to have some issues. I see a light factory line through his face. Not great position there. Factory lines through here. And then you got kind of surface scratching through here. See that? They're not coming off on those ones. So you're so close. But it's looking like a 9.5 card. And a PSA 9 for sure. But so far, 9.5 for me. Let's flip to the back. Big time players. I get it. Time. Okay, so I saw some ripples in the surface, but that is from the serial number, so I'm not worried. Yeah, you see that. Back centering's there. Here to here. Looks fine. Okay, we got... It's very faint, but I've been seeing these a lot with ultra modern cards. This way they sit, or in the factory, you have this vertical line. You can really see it right here. It's very faint, but it's there. So I'm down to a 9 now. I think this is just a solid 9 copy. Top two corners look good, and the edges are alright. Bottom two corners look good too. I don't see many issues. And the edges look good, but yeah, I mean, that vertical line, I hope it's picking up on it there. See it? So that's kind of the issue. Honestly, I'd probably just keep this one raw as well. With the combination of that and that, I'm going to put you at 9. It's possible the PSA gives you an 8, but I don't think so. I think they'll stick, because it's so ultra modern, they'll stick to, and it's such a cool card out of 10. I think they'll stick to a 9. Okay, I'm at a 9 on this card. Okay, we are on to the Tops Now cards, which I have been dreading. You know me too well. I don't know why, I'm just not a fan of Tops Now cards. It's okay, right? People love them, though. They do. I just don't like how they're not, like, pack-pulled. I like the pack-pulled aspect to it. Okay, let's get into it. Looks like same card, Ohtani Elly De La Cruz. Man, if I was a grader and I saw, like, an order with 80 straight Tops Now cards, I would would quit the next day. I definitely would not like those orders. Okay. So, let's look at the first I mean, they are pretty easy, and most of them should come gem when you think about it, but there are some that have centering issues. Here to here looks great. I'm not too worried about the centering on this particular card. The edges are clean. The corners are nice. And the back is gem. This is a gem mint card. I don't see any issues. Edges look good, and there's no touches on any corners. So this one, we'll start with the 10. Let's see if we can go 6 for 6. I'll make it into like a fun contest that'll keep me entertained. Okay. Get off there. All right, 10 on the first one. Let's move to the next one. Okay, next one. Come on, 10s. Let's get 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Centering's the same. Looks good. No issues with the centering. Corners look good. Quality control is doing great. I don't see an issue from tops on this particular card. This one's even nicer than the other one. I'm just making sure I don't miss like some kind of weird indent, but I don't see anything. That's just texture. If I see something right there, but I think it's texture. Yeah. Yep, that's just a 10. All right, we got 2 in a row. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I think this is more in texture. See these? 1, 2, 3. Believe it or not, I think this one's more of a 9. All right, don't grade this one. Dang it. There goes our all 10s. All right, this one's a 9. For, I'm thinking that texture right here and these two right here. Okay. Okay, third one. Let's hope we can go 5 for 6. Okay. Now I'm looking for those weird surface marks, but I don't see much. This one's very minor. Okay, so corners look good and the centering's there. It's the same as all the other ones. The corners are good. I see a little surface ripples right like here, just a tiny bit. Other than that, it looks okay. The back. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the back. The back looks good. So I think we're on the 10 train. Because I don't even think... Yeah. Yep, looks okay. The edges look good. I don't see any chipping. All right, this one's a 10. Okay, fourth one. Let's see what we got. I'm looking at those surface marks first. None on this one. Weird. One, maybe just one little texture one. But it's pretty normal to this card. I'm thinking if there's not a ton of them like we saw in that second one, then I think you're okay. Corners are good. There's nothing showing. There's no white showing. The surface is fairly solid. The centering's there still. The back, let's see. Back looks good. That's good. I don't see any issues with this particular copy. It looks like a 10 to me. All right. 10 on this one. Okay, fifth one. Excuse me. Okay, let's look at for those bumps in the surface. Absolutely none on this one. Centering's there, same, looks good. Corners, no white showing. Edges, no white showing. Beautiful copy. This one might be the best one so far. Let's see the back. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on this one. No white edges look good. 10. No weird texture. Perfect 10. 10 on this one. Okay, final card. See if we can go 5 for 6. All right. Surface, 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 surface. Surface looks pretty good. I see maybe a one little texture ripple right there. So I think your best copy was the 5th one. So the last one I did. Overall, I think that's all. So you're still okay. The corners are good, and the centering's there, and the edges, there's no white showing or anything. Let's flip to the back. In the back, there's nothing. All 6 of the backs look great. Didn't see an issue with any of them on the backs. So, yeah, you went 5 for 6 on these. And there you go, your little debris. Hold on. Okay. All right, there you go. Thanks as always. Have a good one.